I'm just finishing this book on the life of St. John Vianney, written by Father George Rutler. It's called The Cure of Ars today. Fascinating book on St. John Vianney, who is the universal patron saint of priests. And his life is amazing. This humble priest from France who lived not too long ago. St. John Vianney's daily routine, they say it was probably miraculous. He kept a pace that it's absolutely amazing. Check this out. This is definitely worthy of a YouTube video. St. John Vianney, the Cure of Ars, would get up at 1 a.m. every day. They say he was punctual about this. He would take his lantern, go into the church, begin with some prayers, and then begin to hear women's confessions till 6 a.m. At 6 a.m., he would celebrate Mass. After Mass, he would mingle with the pilgrims, because there was always hundreds and sometimes thousands of people visiting his church. He would mingle with the pilgrims, bless their sacred objects, chat with them a bit. And then at 8 a.m., he would have breakfast. He would go to the sisters next door, have his breakfast, which was half a cup of milk. And then at 8:30, he began to hear men's confessions. He took a little break at 10 a.m. to lead some more prayers, and then would continue to hear confessions till 11 a.m. At 11 a.m., he would teach catechism to everyone, and then at noon, everyone would pray the Angelus, and then he would go for lunch. And his lunch wasn't too fancy. They say he always ate his lunch standing up. Now, my theory is that's because he was sitting down for hours and hours in the confessional. The last thing he wanted to do is sit down more. After lunch, he would visit the sick, and then he would once again hear women's confessions till 5 p.m. And then that also included a time of praying Vespers and Liturgy of the Hours. At 5 p.m., he heard men's confessions again till 8 p.m. At 8 p.m., he would go up into the pulpit of his church. He would lead evening prayer and the rosary, and then he would hear more confessions. They say he never finished, or he never left the church before 10 p.m., and sometimes he stayed till midnight. Now, what is shocking, and I'll quote Father Rutler to you, he says, and he did this 7 days a week for 30 years. Amazing.